Today I have with me one of the facilitators for the symposium, which will be in the fall in Salt Lake City, Utah of 2015. The date is October 2nd through 4th. We will be at the Leonardo, which is an incredibly beautiful event space in downtown Salt Lake City, and we're expecting 300 women. It's going to be very, very exciting. It's going to be right before the Dalai Lama comes to Salt Lake City, and so we have a whole bunch of energy really being stirred up for our Wild Women Symposium. And I have today with me Beth Ann McMerrick, who was one of our facilitators at the last symposium, and we loved her so much and what she brings to the equation that we wanted her to come back. Hi, Beth.
Hi. Hello. Hi, Susan.
So tell us about yourself and tell us about your work and all the things you do, because you are a woman of many diverse talents.
Yes. Well, thank you. Thank you so much for, first of all, thank you for having me to be part of this symposium again. I'm very honored and very excited about it. So hello, all you wild women out there. I'm so excited to meet you coming up here in just a few weeks, actually. So my name is Beth Ann McMerrick. I am a holistic financial mentor. I'm a money goddess. I'm an accountant. I'm a cash flow specialist. I'm an intuitive money reader. And so essentially what I do is I bring together money and spirituality. Money to me has been one of those subjects that we have put in on the back burner. It's the one subject that's still in the closet, meaning that we don't talk about money and we don't discuss money. Money's become one of those subjects, one of those things that we've ignored for so many years and really have created so much fear and shame around money. And I am here to bring the joy and the love to money and the excitement of money, and bring a new perspective around money so that we can create a divine financial economy rather than a corrupt financial economy. A couple of things, you know, I've been an accountant, like I said, for over 22 years, and the biggest thing that I've seen happen over and over again was with entrepreneurship, with businesses failing and not being able to go beyond 4 or 5 years as far as being a successful business. And what I know is that from behind the scenes, that the way that the money and the mindset around money and the way the money was being managed is what caused all the bookkeeping and all the errors and the problems that happen within a business that made the business shut down. And so I am just so excited about creating this new perspective and this new vision around money so that we can have thriving businesses. So entrepreneurs and women out there can create businesses that will sustain them for many, many, many years, well beyond retirement age, whatever retirement really technically means. But creating businesses and creating incomes within our homes so that we can have the vacations when we want to have vacations, so that we can have the extra training or extra learning opportunities that we want to take on, or being able to send our children to college, or, sit on Maui for a month and not worry about are the bills getting paid, right? But even just for some women and for some families, just to have the simple things of having their mortgage caught up and mortgage paid and the bills paid and the, food on the table. And so the kids can do the extracurricular activities, those kinds of things. And so in order to change this relationship with money, what I did was bring in the spiritual tools with my professional accounting tools, and created this concept and this program, the Divine Money Mastery, to really increase the financial vibration for individuals, but increase that financial vibration for corporations as well. So what I love doing, what I do is I work with individuals one-on-one, teaching them how to create easy, manageable financial systems for their home and for their business. But I also do money readings with a set. I wrote a set of, this is one of the cards. I wrote a set of Money Goddess Oracle cards that assist, again, in understanding where the blocks are, where people's particular blocks are that's stopping that money from coming in, but also gives them some specific tools on how they can change things with their money or how they can increase their money. So there's actual specific tools on each card to tell them, to help them move their finances forward the way that they want them to move them forward. So what I do is I do readings where I can map out where the money blocks are in the body, where they're blocked in the chakras, and I do money clearings where they, I use a selenite wand, and I do aura cleanings and chakra clearings and healing with the wings and reattaching wings if you need some work done with your wings. But I also teach, it's a whole new concept about money. You know, we've been doing money a certain way for a long, long time, and we can see by the results in our economy that it doesn't work, right? We've got bad debt all over the place. People, cities, countries are in debt. There's just an overwhelming amount of depression and stress and anxiety out there, and this overwhelming pressure all the time of purchasing things, buy this, buy that, you know. I lost my train. And so
it's a lot. I mean, trying to blend the physical world with the financial physical world with the spiritual world, which have for 2,000 years always been separate. I mean, it's like, you know, for, you know, all the books were like money is bad, and, you know, the poor man gets to heaven first and all this kind of stuff. And I think we're in this time, and one of the reasons we wanted to have you at the symposium was that in America, there's this thing that says, I do want it all. I want to have the enlightenment, but I want to have the financial security and the money. And, you know, we've seen teachers such as Ram Dass, who is this incredible person who's given millions of dollars away to create libraries and everything. At the end of his life has been financially really strapped. So much so that even Wayne Dyer said, would everybody kind of start donating money and helping, because, you know, he was having trouble surviving. And so I think we are shifting. And part of the Aquarian age is about shifting that whole concept of money into a place that it's not that you can't be generous and be like Ram Dass and give a lot of money away, but it also is like, how do we hold on to enough so that we show the power of our manifestation and creation through money. And, you know, I love your deck, you know, your cool little like money deck that you have, because, and you sell those at the Wild Women Symposium. And I think it's a really lovely step-by-step situation. And I think sometimes we need steps, you know, and the cards are like, okay, now you do this and now you do that. And then when they do a private session with you, like you said, it's like, you know, you're going to streamline it because you've got an accounting brain, but you've got a spiritual heart. And, you know, bringing those two sides together is really powerfully important.
Yeah, very much. And you're right. It is completely different. And that's what we're doing. This information that comes through Divine Money Mastery is a whole new paradigm around money. It's one that most of our masters and teachers, Buddha, Jesus, they didn't talk about money. And so the information that's coming is a whole new paradigm with money. It's about doing it completely different and reconnecting with our divine, really reconnecting with our true divine self and our true divine passions. And that's what's so exciting about it, because when we connect with our true divine passion in entrepreneurship, then there is just so, like, we love our days. We're like, yay, it's Monday. Yay, it's Tuesday. Yay, it's Thursday, right? Every day is magical and exciting. And we don't have this, you know, dreading Monday morning, you know, dreading going to work, dreading having to do what we have to do on a day-to-day basis. And it's about bringing love into your work and every day, you know, and that's, I love love.
Well, and I think for women, especially as women, we haven't always owned the power of our financial future. Like for 2,000 years, it was really mostly the man that was doing that. And I think we have to untrain our DNA to say, gosh, I can do this. And it is not that women don't know they can, because they know that they can, but then we have to have those shoes, right? You know, and we kind of like, you know, we kind of fiddle with the money and it filters out, and then we end up not having, you know, a feeling of substantial money. And that's what you're trying to do with your work. So now the class at the Wild Women Symposium you're teaching is?
How to love your money like you love your best friend. Yay.
I love that title.
I do too, because, you know, the truth is when you think about back in cave people ages, right? Women actually brought in 70% of the dinner table meal, where men brought in 30%, and we still had a mindset together where we were equal. And you're right, over the centuries and centuries, different belief systems and programming has happened within the feminine and the masculine, and within our financial DNA, is what I call our financial DNA, as to what we should be appropriately doing with our finances or not with our finances, or what our value is as individuals based on our occupation or non-occupation. So this class is so much fun. It's such a fun class. It's one of my favorite classes, and I get such great reviews. People just love this class because it's a very interactive class. You're going to get an opportunity to play with the goddesses, the money goddesses, and find out for you what is stopping for you, kind of where the first step is for you to move forward. But you're going to learn 5 magnificent tips, and probably more, because more beautiful information always comes out in that classroom to serve the class that's there as well. But you'll be getting 5 magnificent tips to basically increase your vibration, because what happens is we have a set vibration of amount of money that we allow within our homes and within our businesses, and based on that set amount, if you sometimes you'll get an extra amount of money, you'll have a bonus amount of money that comes in that you were not expecting, and some way, somehow, we'll find a way of getting rid of that extra money and not hanging on to it, not keeping it into the savings. You know, the car will break down, the kid needs some new shoes, you'll have a leaky faucet thing, and your water bill is huge. I mean, crazy things happen, and so we tend to have a hard time hanging on to that money. And so what we want to do is increase that money, and we want to change our relationship with money. Instead of it being stressful and scary, we want it to be fun and loving. I like to call it taking it from our money monster to our money honey. And that way, in that space of being in love and having a new relationship with your money, you can increase your money, thereby creating more money, income coming into your home, coming into your business, and staying there. And then you can do the lovely, fun things that you want to do, experience the world. We came to this planet under the energy of want. We wanted to experience X, Y, and Z. We want to experience growth in certain parts of our lives. And so there's a difference in the want in wanting in somebody to save me versus wanting to create something. And that's what I teach is to work in this energy of wanting to create. And again, to create a divine financial economy is the most important to me, so that we can have peace. I'm totally peace baby on this world, and it's going to be through healing this relationship with money, because we've done everything. We've healed our spiritual selves. We've been healing our physical self, and nutrition and diet and exercises, and we've talked and done all this. It's time to do the money, and it's imperative to do it now. And you'll have so much fun in my class. It's just, I'm not a boring. I like to say I'm a jelly bean counter, right? Not a bean counter. I'm a jelly bean counter. I'm a lot more fun.
I love that. That's great. Now, after the Wild Women Symposium, all the facilitators are required to teach something after to kind of help keep the symposium kind of going. And you get to do this completely on your own, and it's your baby. And so I know you're teaching something in February. Is that right?
Yeah, I do several things. Like I do readings. I do the money readings, individual money readings. I do group classes that I teach, mastery classes, and I do one-on-one mentoringships, money mentoring. But I also do an event that I call Money Oneness. And I love this Money Oneness, and it's going to be in February 19th, 20th, and 21st. So it's a Friday night, Saturday, Sunday morning event, and it's going to be at this beautiful hotel down in the middle of Salt Lake City. So, but what it is it's a new conscious flow of how we move our energy through our chakras, because we've worked our chakras in this vertical. That's vertical, right? Vertical manner all the time, connecting with the earth and the sky, which is awesome. But what we get to do is kind of open up our chakras from the inside out and move the energy in a different way from the inside out. So this is a new way of moving the energy. It's a feminine way of moving our energy, so that we open our chakras and align them with our money. So we align our chakra systems with the money and with our belief systems with the money. But as through this flow, what happens is we move it through a space where we're opening up into our 8th chakra. Because we technically have like 92 or more different chakras within our body, but our 8th chakra is our first spiritual chakra. And how we use each one of these chakra centers within our body and within our money has a very profound and powerful effect. And so what I teach is how to move the energy through this chakra system, how to align it with your finances, how to clear your financial DNA, recalibrate your financial pathways, and really create new possibilities and reignite that, that excitement for life. So it's a fun, fabulous class, and I'm really excited about that. That'll be in February 2016. So watch for those flyers at my altar. You'll see them. So
now how can people get a hold of you? Do you have a website?
Yeah, the best place to find me is on my website, which is divinemoneymastery.com. And you can send me emails at bethannim@divinemoneymastery.com. It's a great email for me. Or if you want to send me a text, you can send me a text at 801-514-0603. Happy to text away. And
Great. Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for, again, talking to us and doing another interview for the Wild Women Symposium. So all you ladies out there, if you've been kind of skirting the issue around your own financial independence and your money, this might be the class that you really want to do. I highly recommend that all the women give this class a really look-see, because I think that if we're going to change the world and we're going to bring the power of the feminine back in, we have to address the money. I mean, it's just, that's going to be how it's going to be. So I hope to see you at this wonderful class. And thank you so much, Beth Ann, for talking to us today.
Thank you.